What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you another Taking Down the Town Hall 10 video. For this one, we have Chasu for the content, and let's go ahead and get started. The first attempt on this one would be MPB, doing a Bolalo attempt. So he starts his golem over here on the right. We'll zoom in just a little bit so you can see that. Couple of wizards, double wizards on the top right 9 o'clock position to basically ensure that that archer tower goes down. Nothing really covering the rest over there. And then after that archer tower goes down, they should come down and start working on some high hit point storages. Look at the value of those 2 wizards at the 9 o'clock position that they brought to this raid. Jump in here. Again, this is the first hit. A really good funnel going on with this as well. All the trash cleared away, and for the most part, the bowlers should go in and watch. Right when I say that, they jump out, but they do go in. Rage goes down. Houndloon combination. Again, this is the first hit, so that's a surprise. And information present. Should still be okay once the ability is popped to get this Infernal Tower, and we got CC, Infernal Tower, an air defense, and the Queen on the push. So the sweepers are like this. It's really the one right here. Queen comes in, takes care of that sweeper. Really good angle on this. No Tesla pop, only one Tesla pop so far. So far that opening looked really nice. There's the other Tesla, and then it comes to find out the other Teslas are by the Infernal Tower. Some loons had to backtrack. All the skeletons are on air and really well placed because none of them targeted the Hound. All of them targeted the loons and basically sniped all of his attacking force as he comes in here and just doesn't have enough loons left to take down the last portion of this base here. You can see he's going to run out right here, and that last Tesla is going to take that out. And it wasn't in the Infernal Tower, I'm sorry, it was near the Infernal Tower is what I remember from this. So he's already got cleanup troops on the back right-hand corner, but then the story really is well-placed skeleton spells that did not aggro onto the Hounds and aggroed onto all his loons and then basically wrecked face there. A great plan, just did not quite get down the goal. But the nice thing about this is that on a Lalo attempt, also got the Town Hall as well, and that just helps take some of the pressure off. As we go to times 2 or 4 of the next attempts. He's right now just trying to get all that percentage, and why not? Because there's no guarantee that the next hit's going to be a 3-star, and you know, in wars, percentage matters at 10 as well. So let's bounce out of here and take a look at the next one with that information available. Here we have Gianni going in. This is the second attempt. Pay attention to the spell count. No golem, heavy loons, 24 loons, a couple of Valks to get in there, and some bowlers to clear away some trash for funneling and percentage. But the army breakdown is way different, and the angle of attack is way different. Rather than starting from the bottom right, he's going to start that walk on the left and try to get this air defense. Gets the air defense. And a few more defenses, almost gets in, does it get the other? Yep, gets the other archer tower, which is really nice. And then the golem, giant to tank just for the wizard to clear away some funneling buildings for the BK to suicide in behind some Valkyries, and the jump because the queen's going to hop into that bomb tower compartment should still be okay. No rage for them because the ability will win this battle. And then the Houndloon means absolutely nothing at this point because, well, you basically have to drag the Hound away from cleanup, if anything. So then he starts the angle of attack from here, and then watch what happens here. Because we're going to come back to something like this. The pathing of the loons looks a lot nicer. There's them Larrys. We'll zoom in just a little bit. Everything following over. 3 haste in the bag, right there. Unfortunately, that is the reason why this doesn't work. If you've ever done this and you misclicked, and obviously he wanted 2 loons to be coming down there as the archer tower was distracted, and then a haste to basically help around the Tesla because I forgot to put the line for the Tesla for you guys, but That is so deflating is not even a word to describe it, because the angle that he had for this was really, really nice. He still had a heal, a freeze for the back end, if you could kind of envision where the way this goes. We'll go to ×2 because obviously it's over here. But whenever you accidentally misclick or fat finger something, man, that's so disheartening. It really is. So I feel for you. Really nice attempt. And look at that freeze still, like getting the wizard tower, bow, and the infernal tower at once. I mean, that kind of tells the next attacker what you had in mind for this angle of attack. Was really nice. Unfortunately that we couldn't see it pan out. So we'll bounce out of here and take a look at the third attempt to bring down this base. Here we have Rahi, Vincent's mini, if you can call a Max Town Hall 10 a mini. That just blows me away. Different angle. So we've seen a Gobo Lalo. We've seen a Suicide Royal with Valkyries, basically. Lalo, with heal and haste. And then we see this one, a Queen Walk, trying to get it from a different angle of attack. Maybe Vincent saw something from watching the other attacks. So he starts his Queen Walk here. Some bowlers to help that funnel. Leaves one of the in air defense. Not sure if he wanted his queen to go to the left to get one of the air defenses. I would assume he might have, given the angle of attack. Or maybe not, because he's getting one air defense here with the walk, and then I bet you these bowlers right here that are clearing away some trash is for his BK. Rage go down for that triple point defense moment. And then the air X-bow, I guess not. He wants that queen to walk all the way around. It's going to stop on the town hall because I believe she can reach that and get the last air defense in the end. Meanwhile, he suicide his royals with bowlers behind that to get the infernal tower and the air defense and the queen. He has to pop the ability at this point. Queen goes down. His queen is still working on that town hall, so by the time that town hall is done, we'll go up some here, she should keep walking and get the last air defense at the end. Meanwhile, this Tesla really and this wizard tower is what poses the threat here. The loon pathing does not work out for him. They stay all behind the hounds, which is really nice, and it also has the Larrys locked onto the hound, which is also nice, and a back end haste and freeze right here. But the Teslas and the wizard tower placement that I have highlighted on the far left, here comes some more Larry traps at the end, and without spells to help zoom them around there or keep them sustained like with a heal or something, there's that left over, and all the tankage is done. Slow loons fighting a sweeper. That angle of attack could have worked, but the loon deployment on it, I think, was too thin in order to make that work. Although it was really ambitious walk. I mean, that was a pretty clever plan. So we'll go to ×4. You can see how close this actually got. As this queen down here is, well, no, it was queen was done. You can see how close it got. Let's back out of here and take a look at the winning one, which was Atoma. Remember that Gianni attack? Look at the army on this. Just two Valkyries instead of 3, but pretty much the spell count is the same, and the angle of attack will be the same. We'll go to ×2 so you guys can just take a look at all that. Bowlers getting the double. I really like that, using the bounce to their advantage to get some funneling. We'll go to ×1 down here. You guys can appreciate it. So the bowlers are really nice to get that bounce funnel. A lot of value for one bowler on the funnel on every side that he put here. There goes the queen with just one giant to help mitigate some of that cannon to make sure, basically insurance that he gets the infernal tower and the air defense. Does get that, and then here comes that BK that we saw that Gianni did. Pops the ability. Goodbye queen, goodbye air defense. And then here he starts his Lalo. Gonna have to circle back and end on a Wiz Tower and X-bow, but you'll see how he does that. Haste, and then they zoom to the right and they push towards the right, staying behind the hounds. Trying to get the hounds in front to aggro those Larry spells, which they do, but when they popped back up, the closest thing to those Larry spells, pause it right here. Closest thing to those Larry spells was the Hound, because the Loons, because the Hound was way past, heading towards the air defense, so they almost re-aggroed back onto the Loons. And then right here is the story in this section, healing the core, because all of this stuff right here, the 2 Teslas and the Wizard Tower, they're going to peel off and go towards the left using the Sweeper as a magnet to push them down to the left, which is why he has the heal there. Meanwhile, he's got haste in all the right spots to have them collapse upon where his heal was, and he has still a little bit of life left on this Hound that should come out. There it is. And he has a wad of healthy Loons, which is still can be a little bit scary, because when you'll see how it comes up on this Wizard Tower, that the splash damage does make a difference. You can see he's starting to lose a few Loons. He had so many, but at the end he has about 4 left, and he has another Loon left over for the trash ring. And this is also something that's beautiful. Did you see what happened here? This archer right here, this archer dragged the Hound unpopped away from all his cleanup troops, so that his minions in the core basically already getting trolled by the BK, but they can stay cleaning up in the areas that he needs to, much like the high hit point town hall. And again, he drops that archer on the bottom left to basically drag it away from the cleanup pups, which is so nice. That is so clever. Really nice job. Nothing but cleanup at this point. You can see how many archers he brought for the sole purpose of dragging an unpopped Hound away. He brought 2 of them. Both of them, their job was to anchor the Hound, CC Hound unpopped, all the way to the corner, so that he doesn't have to fight the clock, being his pups being trolled by that Hound. So nice job. Hopefully these talking points were helpful for you at the progression of taking down Town Hall 10. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double, and I will check you next time.